Hey everybody, it's Christine Bertram coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Today is May 14th, Friday the 14th, and I'm trying to get into my phone to be able to watch along with you guys. I got smart, and part of it is checking that my phone here has the right Wi-Fi. So let's see here. I gotta make sure all that stuff is situated before we get going. Hi, Melanie. All right, who else do we have here? So, all right, you guys. Hi, Diane. Well, work with me here, guys. It's hard doing this 5 o'clock thing on a Friday. I just literally got off the phone with somebody, and I'm like, I hope he wraps up soon. Hi, Randy from Southwest Michigan, because I was like, I got class. Oh my goodness. So, let's see here. Why my Hive is not being found in my phone. It says couldn't authenticate. So, hi, Linda. Oh, hi, Jennifer. Hi, Sandy. Yes, we are on the final hours, you guys. Oh my goodness. Lots happening. Happy Friday, Deb. Yes. So I think that I'm in here. I think it says I'm on. I'll know when I start to be delayed and my phone starts stalling. So, hi, Brenda. Okay, I think we're okay. If you guys start to see I freeze, tell me. Otherwise, I will assume I'm good as gold here. So we have the last class before I leave for 18 days. Don't fear though, I will be here for you, and so will Kelly while I'm gone. Oh, what I worked on this week was preparing all the Tip Tuesdays for the next 3 weeks. So those are ready to go. Melanie says it's hot in Arizona. Did I get a card? I got your oh, yeah, I think so. Hang on. Let's see here. I got Brenda's card and I got Chris's card. Melanie, I don't know if I got it yet. I got 2 cards in the mail today and I was going to go through them, go over them. So final countdown is right. So hi, Jeannie Parker. 18 days is a long time. I don't think I've ever been gone that long, except for when I was 16, I went to Australia on a homestay program, and I was gone for 4 weeks during the summer of 1996. And then the next year, I went to England and Wales, and that was another homestay program with the FFA. I was a future farmer of America. There's a song about it. Hi, Debbie Schultz. So, it's noonish in Honolulu and 81 degrees. Good deal. Yes, they're 5 hours behind us. Hi, Kay Weir. So Melanie, it might come tomorrow, and then I'll have a plethora of mail to share with you guys when I get back, I'm sure. So yeah, so back in 1997, and then probably in 2001, I went on a 3-week exchange program for school. That's it. I think after that, I've never been gone for so long. Marsha's at the Dells for the week. Awesome. So right in my backyard. So this 18 days is stressing me out a little bit, guys, because you feel like you have to get absolutely everything done before you leave. And I think I'm almost there. And look at my list, you guys. This is I had to return something at Amazon. And so I had this scratch paper. So I have to write Monroe a check for the work that he just did. I have to finish packing. You guys don't laugh, but I have to finish my taxes. And that chicken scratch is here. I have to write up notes from a meeting I had this week at work yet that I was a procrastinator and didn't do quite yet. And I have to do it before I leave because I told my boss I was going to do it. So yeah, class came first though. So I had to wrap up, and I'll go back to my work computer and do that in a bit. So yes, the final countdown is on. Take a deep breath, right, Chris? Hi, Judy. My mom says if you forget to pack it, you can always buy it. And if it doesn't get done, it didn't need to get done. So I tried though. Wow. I worked my butt off the last month, I feel. And Tyler finally said to me yesterday, he's like, oh, you leave in a day and a half. Do you need help with anything? And I'm like, what? Where have you been this whole time? You could have said that like last week. So anyways, yes, the list is shrinking. Hi, Denise. The list is shrinking. I didn't have pack crossed off yet because I'm not done packing. So I have stuff in the suitcases. I think what's mainly left is the toiletry bag. I have to make sure all the shampoos are filled up and all that stuff. So, yes, smart mom. Yeah. So, but don't you hate paying $20 for something when it costs $5 back home and you have 2 of them back home, and you should have remembered? I hate that. So, but yes, the list is shrinking. So I'm not going to keep you guys really long tonight. I have a little bit to do, and Tyler scolded me. He's like, you're not going to bed at 1 a.m. and getting up at 3. We're going to bed at, like, he told me 9. And I'm like, no, it's still daylight at 9. I said midnight. He's like 10. I'm like 11. So we went back and forth. I don't think we ever finished a time. But anyway, so yeah. So congratulations to Jennifer and Leota. Jennifer Jones and Leota Wallendahl signed up today. Woohoo! They're on the Be Happy Stampers. So that means we have Leota and Vanessa, Linda and Angela re-signed up, Lisa re-signed up, and Vanessa signed up. So Vanessa and Leota are mother-daughter, so they both signed up. So we have 6 new bees on the team since Sunday, I think. So awesome. I have the aloe for the sunburn. I have 2 aloe bottles. I'm bringing the one along that's almost empty because I love throwing away bottles, and I'll recycle it there. And I have a second one started. And you're right, Debbie. I have been saying from the way like a month ago, I just need to get on the plane. All I do is, guys, just get on that plane. Once I get on the plane, I will sleep. My poor mom, I'm going to be like the worst travel buddy ever because I'm going to probably sleep the entire way. But yes, I put the lights out and I am out like a light. So I can sleep almost anywhere at any point in almost any uncomfortable position. If I'm tired, I sleep. So yes, so Jennifer's excited. Woohoo. So you guys still have through May 31st if you want to sign up to become a Be Happy Stamper and join my amazing community of stampers and crafters. Hi, Anna Rebedu. Hi, Nancy Charles. So the other thing that I just learned too is if anybody's an orphan, I heard that you can transfer to be on other people's teams. You guys might want to check demonstrator support. But if you don't have an upline, an immediate upline that you are through, like let's say your upline retires or quits or whatever, or drops for whatever various reason, and you become an orphan, I just heard that you can you might want to confirm it, but you could sign up and transfer into somebody else's group, maybe. So that's always something to think about too. So anyways, I'd love to welcome anybody to my team. I love to share. So just remember that's through May 31st. And the other thing is the whole host promotion thing goes through June 14th. So you've got some time on that. I do want to show you, I don't know who was all with me last night for my live, but I had what did I do last night? The May monthly cards. You guys, Anna's on here. Anna stopped by on my lunch hour today, and she picked up a bucket of stuff. And Pat stopped by last night, and she picked up a bucket of stuff. So literally, when I get back on June 2nd, the catalog launch party products, or like the kits, need to be in the mail by like Friday night. So that's what my mom and I are going to be working on, like the nights then. And so fun folds, and then I have the chicken class in person that Saturday and Sunday. And so Pat and Anna have taken almost everything that I could prep last night for them to die cut or emboss to help me out. So I want to show you guys the launch party card. So it was like the Mac Daddy class of them all, because it's the launch party plus it's a fun folds class, and I incorporated the in colors into every, like between the 4 cards, all in colors are covered. So I'm going to flip down. This is my favorite one, you guys. So Angie Liner, if you're watching this, I totally cased from you. This card folds flat like this, and I love the Plentiful Plants new bundle. And this is actually designer series paper, guys. So everybody's going to get their own little assortment of plants. They all look a little different, but this part back here will all look the same for everybody. This is some of that new shimmer vellum. And then the hanging basket, that's what Anna's working on cutting out. She's gonna cut out all your little pieces there for you. And then on the back it says whatever you want it to say, and that's where I stamp the plants. But this is awesome because it stands up like this, and it looks like, I tried to make it look like tabletop like that. Okay, so that's one fun fold. And that is really, really hard to show you guys in a picture. It really is. And then here was our locking card with the Butterfly Brilliance. And so this opens up like this, and it has the butterfly on the inside. So like an interlocking card, and the butterfly wing is what holds that. And this is die cutting. So Anna's die cutting for me those pieces and punching those ovals out. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that, Anna. Did I say Diana? I meant to say Anna, but I feel like I said Diana. The other one here is a gift card holder, and it's using the Quiet Meadow, and she's helping me cut out all those pieces too. Oh my gosh, Anna, I don't know if you're gonna hate me when it's all done, but this is for you to put like a little gift card or some cash. And then I designed it so these little stems tuck right underneath the label. So that one is so pretty using fresh freesia and soft succulent, evening evergreen. Thanks, Marcia. Yes, Stampin' Up! Has some things planned. We're going to Hialeah. I have a hard time saying that one. There's the Hialeah Summit. We're going, Stampin' Up! Is taking a bus. They organized a trip for my mom and I on that Monday, and we're seeing a waterfall, I think a rainforest. So this is Diane Rongi's card that I cased, and using the new hand-penned suite of products. So fun stuff. So these are the cards, you guys. I would sign up. It seems like a lot, but the first 60 people will get the catalog survival kit from me, a little goodie bag, a little party favor with your set of cards. You guys, I do already have 50 people signed up. So 10 more people will get that. I had to cut it off because my Aunt Karen is going to be making all them for me, and I had to come up with a number. So it's 60. So the first 60 people will get it. That's how I got to do it. So, all right. So what do we have here, though, for tonight? We are doing the strawberry class, ink, paper, scissors. And it's featuring the sweet strawberry class. So we got to do roll call really quick. Oh, no. Did I print it off? You guys, I got to do roll call from my computer. So hang on. We're going to pull this up really quick and tell you who's all joining us tonight for this class. I know you have a hard time hearing me right now, but let's see here. One moment, please. Okay. Hang tight, guys. Okay. I keep the ink, paper, scissors in my computer, actually. I keep a spreadsheet for this one. So for roll call for you guys, we'll have you so you can see me. I got to look at my computer, so I'm going to give you the earshot for it. So we have Leslie McMinn, Deanna Stell, Sandy Wicklander, Danny Olson, let's see here, Angela Knutson, Ellen Grover, Lynn Beasley, Mary Carls, Faye Godby, Linda Hodge, and Carol Lee Crabb, Latokia Trigg, Roxanne Kilburn took my very last kit. So you guys, I have none left, okay? Very cool. Jennifer Jones, Cheryl Taylor, Ann Bellinger, Brenda Wood, Pamela Leahy, Kay Weir, Brenda Lovelace, Gloria Roslin, Jeannie Parker, Kathy King, Susan Risch, Naughty Nancy Stormer, Diane Bogenhagen, Jill Butson, Cynthia Hutchings, Bonnie Gravlin, Marilyn Rickard, Carmen Melendez, Lila Erickson, Deb Norman, Anna Rebedu, and that's it. You guys, we have 36 people. Woohoo! Hang on, let me plug this back in over here, guys. 36. So last month, for my very first one, we had 24. So the second one, we have 36. I have a hunch for the pansies, we're going to have more than that. I have forecasted for 36 people, but at the end of tonight, I'm going to show you guys the pansy cards in case you haven't seen them. So I'm so excited a whole bunch of you are here with me. Woohoo! So we're going to get started. We're going to get the party started. I will be honest with you. I like to be honest with you. I made these cards about a month ago, and we're going to go with it. I pulled out blocks. I didn't even pull out my stamps. I pulled out the inks, and if I forgot, oh, I know what I forgot. Oh, man. I forgot the little punch. So I wanted to show you the punch, and I went to go get it from upstairs, and I don't think I have it here. So we're going to improvise with that one. The little punch for this card right here. I punched out all yours, but I noticed in my kit, for whatever reason, I have something that can work. Okay, I think we can make it work. So, but the circle. Oh my gosh, you guys. I realized this whole working and then going right to class is really hard for me. So we're gonna roll with whatever we have here. So let's see which one we want to get all the way first. Okay, we're gonna go for this one. Woo, you guys, we're going with it. You know, I can handle a lot, but when there's a lot of everything on top of everything, it can, like, I forget things. So, but before I forget this, these were the cards that I wanted to show you guys. So this one's from Brenda Wood. She has here a first class passenger. She made me a Bon Voyage card, and it came today, Brenda. Woohoo! And she put on here, happy for you. So thank you so much for that beautiful card, Brenda. I love it. Hi, June. This one came from Carissa. Carissa, look at what she did here. She took watercolor and did like aqua painting with the different colors, and super cool effect there. And so she made me this beautiful card. I love it, you guys. Thank you for sharing your talents with me. I appreciate it. Oh, I've had a lot on my plate. I know, I can't wait to be my plate empty, right? Oh, right, Deb. I'm trying to think if I have circles down here. For some reason, in this kit right here, I don't know why, but I have the circle, but I don't have the scallop circle to go behind it. So I might not put that part of it together. So, okay, but we're starting with this lovely card right here. I call this one my berries and ice cream. It just reminds me of a bowl of ice cream that has strawberries on top of it. A bowl of vanilla ice cream, right? So for this card right here, so everybody except for Roxanne should have the PDF tutorial. Ooh, Anna, I think I sent it to you. I'm pretty sure I sent it last night, but Roxanne, I need to send you the PDF tutorial yet. So we'll do that here when I'm done. Hi, Jean Benson, having a blue moon right now, I bet. All right, so what we have here, I tried to keep everything contained to this one stamp set called Sweet Strawberry, and then this punch, which you guys have a love-hate relationship with right now because it's so cool, but it's on back order. So I designed these cards, and I am very hopeful that if you don't have the punch, you still can complete the cards by just having the stamps, because the stamps are photopolymer and they're see-through. And I did all of your punching for you. So I'm gonna show you what you guys have in your kits, because I have Roxanne's here yet, because we just figured it out today that she was gonna get it. So in your kit, you're gonna need your diamonds and your linen thread. And let's see if I have that here. I have diamonds and I have linen thread for me to use. Okay, cool. So that was your goodie bag. So whenever I do an ink, paper, scissors class, your goodie bag is going to contain the embellishments and the ribbon that you need for the cards, and you'll use that on all of the cards. You'll get a piece of basic white. This one, for this class specifically, you got a 1/4 sheet of basic white. I don't know how much of it you're going to need or use. I gave it to you in case you need it. And then inside each of your card kits will be all of the pieces that you need, including, so like in this case, the card that we're working on, when you open this one up, you will have the red and the green and your little, you guys, I was like, I hope the strawberries are there. My mom, when she kits these up, she likes to see contrast in color. She hates to put white on white, so then when she misses one, she has to go back and it's really hard for her to see. So when I open this up, I'm like, oh, I really hope that the strawberries are in there. And so she was mad that she had to do a white on top of a white. So then she tucked the strawberries on, and then she did the white, and then you guys, she did the green, and then she did the red and the green. So she tries to do contrasting colors. It helps her for seeing. So, but she almost got me because I'm like, oh my God, I hope the strawberries are in there, and there they are. So now you know her method to her madness. So you guys have the strawberries already punched out, and you have pieces here in case you want to stamp first and then punch out. So, all right, so that's what you guys have in your goodie bag. So let's set that up. And so in mine here, I did not punch myself some extra strawberries or the hulls. I just gave myself some scraps to work with. And in this one, we're gonna need, so grab your stamps. We're gonna need to put these guys onto blocks. So you're gonna need the vine. You're going to need this strawberry and this strawberry, and then the hull. And actually you don't need the solid, well, we're gonna keep it out because we'll need it eventually, but we'll grab these out. For this one, I'm not using the innie stamp, like the solid imagery part of the stamp. So I've got some blocks here. So remember I did a tip about finding the right size block, excuse me, for the stamp that you're using. And in this case, I'm gonna use the hull. We're gonna use little baby ones here like that. And we don't need these two right now, so we'll set them off to the side. This one, I guess I grabbed all these extra. I don't know if we'll need them, but you definitely want a D block for this one right here. So you guys are also gonna need some washi tape. I don't remember if I put that in the instructions or not, but hi Jan, you definitely, hi Feline, you need washi tape for this card, and I don't have a lot left on here, so we're gonna make it work. So you need, for ink colors for this one, you're gonna need garden green, and you'll need, on the inside is where I use, oh, there it is. So we're gonna need the real red, and also in this case, we're gonna need a saffron marker, so a light yellow. If you guys don't have saffron, you could use any lighter yellow for your blossoms. So the saffron blends are what we'll need. So when you go into your card base here, it's your hot dog style, 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. Fold that and burnish it. Deanne, I have your necklace here. I try to remember to put that on. It's the bee necklace that Deanne gave me, and it's always on my little hook here for my video, and it's right in front of where I'm grabbing. I'm like, oh, you need to put that on. So here's our card base. In here you have 2 pieces of basic white. They are the same size, 4 by 5 1/4, and it's embossed for you with the painted texture embossing folder from the mini catalog that carried over to the annual catalog. Excuse me, guys. I have the frog going on. Okay, so the one that's not embossed is your inside. Don't glue anything down. We have to remember to get our ribbon around there. And then we have this piece. Now this is die cut from the Color and Contour dies. There's a new suite in the annual catalog called Color and Contour. I don't know what's on there, but there was something there. And so that's been die cut for you. And we have to stamp our imagery on here. So do you see how there's little dots all the way around there? Okay, and you see how there's it. I didn't stamp on that. I created a frame for it. So we're gonna do that first. And this is where you need the washi tape. Now, so I'm gonna put this right actually down onto, what am I gonna do? We're gonna put it on here because this is a photopolymer stamp. I want to have a nice cushion underneath here. You need to grab, oh, I hope I have enough. We're gonna make it work otherwise. So washi tape is good because it's kind of like masking tape. It's not very sticky. And actually, to make it less sticky, you could take your fingers and do this to it. Ultimately, we don't want it to rip our paper. We want it to cover up this border so that we don't get any green ink on it. So we're gonna do one there. Ooh, it's gonna be so close. I'm down to the end of my purple washi tape. Okay, so then this one's gonna go on this side. I'm just following the dotted line. And then we're going to, ooh, yep, I got enough for here. And then this one's gonna go on this side. So I'm masking off where I don't want the green ink to go. And then this last one will go right there. Okay, so we just created a frame for us to stamp our greenery. Now it may look like that it's just stamped all over the place, but I was strategic about how I stamped this. I have this one coming down like that, so that one strawberry will nestle there. I've got one coming at the side here. So when my stem is, I want my stem to be off, so it makes it look like it's growing out of the page. I don't want it to be free floating in outer space. So then I'm gonna stamp one like that. Now you see there's a leaf down here though. So what I did is I took this and I stamped it kind of like that. And then I came over from this side and stamped one down here. So we're stamping it multiple times and just making sure that we have our stamp inked up good. You have to be super careful too. With using this washi tape, your ink is not going to soak into it. It's gonna be wet. So we wanna be very careful not to be touching it. So this first one, I don't wanna get ink on my sleeve. Okay, so this first one is gonna come like this. Nice, good pressure. Get the ink to transfer to the page. So it's like it's growing out of the top here. I'm gonna ink up again. And this one, I'm trying to fill in some space. I left a little clear area here for some diamonds. So that stem, I want it to be hitting the purple. So this is gonna come something like that. Oops, I just stamped on my piercing mat. Oh well. Okay. Oh, that's gonna happen again. Okay, we're gonna do this now. Oh man, that's why you should have paper on your piercing mat. I generally do, but I've been slacking in that department. So now this last one here, or second last one, find out where he's gonna sit really nice. So you see here I have a flower and a flower and a flower. The more flowers you have, the more diamonds you can put on this card. So we might put this one like that. Okay, and then we're gonna sneak in some stuff down here. Let's see what we wanna fit. Maybe just a couple flowers. So we're gonna go, or just one flower, right, like that. Just filling it in a little. Again, I left that space open up there for the 2 diamonds, and then you have diamonds on the flowers here. Hi, Sue. Okay, I'm not gonna clean that because I think we're gonna use it again soon. Okay, so, oh, we'll leave the green open as long as we're here with the greenery. So with this punch, it's really important to look at this. They squished a lot of stuff into this punch. The hull is on the right-hand side here, and so it's good to cut yourself a little strip. And this isn't gonna be quite big enough, so I'm actually gonna come at this with an angle here. I gave you guys 2 that are already punched out and a strip. So you're just going to, you'll want to make sure that the pointy end is on the left and the other pointy ends are on the right. So we're going to put one here, and then we're going to flip that over, and we're going to do one like this. So that should give us the 2 hulls that we need. So this guy right here. So you see what happened there? It notched it out. So that's why I made sure to stamp that one on the other side. And then I still have something to hold on to. Okay, so there are our 2 hulls. Okay, we'll set those. This makes a lot of scratches, or lots of little chunks of paper flying all over the place. All right, so that's for the hulls. That's done. We also need to, so that's it for the green ink. Oh, let's keep the green ink there because we're going to need it after our strawberries. So as long as we're at it here, not yet, hang on. We're going to do memento actually. So our red strawberries, and then the outline of our strawberry is in memento. So grab your little scratch paper here. So let's look at how the strawberry is. The strawberry is upside down here. So we're going to put one here, and then we're going to flip this around and put, oh, I've got 2 stamped already. Look at that. So do you see how when you have your red paper, you don't want to stamp your strawberries right next to each other, because if you go to stamp that right here, it's going to cut that. And if you stamped your next one right there, it's not going to be good. So you want to stamp your 2 strawberries on opposite ends. So this is where the screen froze. So let's see once if you guys had the same thing happen to you. Hang on. See, I'm still in my Carhartt. I got to get to my hive, and it's trying to connect, because if I'm frozen, I can't see if you guys are freezing. So let's see if that helped me. Hang on. There it is. Okay. Technology. Okay. So we're going to take this one and punch it. See that? All these little pieces all over the place. You're going to end up with a little pile. Unless you go with, so when you guys have my punched out piece, you should be able to kind of hover over the top and figure out where you need to stamp. Okay, so then this one, I'm going to come out from the left side, right here. They fly everywhere, guys. Look at, there's just pieces everywhere. So there we have 2 tops, 2 bottoms. So that's ready. And let's, as long as we were going to keep with our inking up, we're going to grab our inside mat here. And let's get this out of the way. Okay. Of course I need this. Okay, so then we have the strawberry on the inside. I did my outline in Memento, like that. And then you could do the red, it's kind of like a wash look. It's not completely solid. That goes over the top of it, like that. And then we have the green hull. The green, so on mine I did the green just the outside, but I honestly think it would probably look better if you do the outline and then fill it in. This is, so you guys, my stamps are loved. They turned pink. That's what happens with photopolymer stamps. So you kind of gotta eyeball and get it over the top. So I somehow managed to get ink right there. We'll get that off of there. Okay, I think that's it for stamping stuff. So let's clean this. I mentioned to you guys earlier about being careful with this washi tape thing. Ink doesn't dry on the washi tape. So as you peel off the washi tape, you want to be careful not to rip your paper and to touch too much of the ink on the washi tape, because it'll just get on your fingers. So we're gonna do that one. Be very gentle, guys, because washi tape can rip your paper. So I'm just gingerly pulling this off, trying not to rip any of the top surface of the paper. And then this last one here comes off, and then we should have them all off. But that is what you can do for masking a border on something. So basically it left the entire white as a frame. I tried to make it look like a frame. So we've got stamping done. Now know that this guy's gonna go right about there, and this one's gonna go right about there. And I say that because if something's gonna get covered up, it doesn't make sense to color it in my books. So kind of game plan the coloring. So we're gonna do the So Saffron, and this is, I'm using So Saffron Dark. And I don't know, to me the strawberry blossoms were this light yellowy color. If in your book they're white, you could leave them white if you wanted, but I'm coloring them yellow. I thought yellow was a pretty color to bring in here. So we're gonna do a couple of them here as well. And then part of that one is gonna be not covered up, so we're gonna just do a part of it like that. This one's my favorite one right here because you get the whole flower. I don't know, it's just by itself and it stands out really good. I like this one right here, so we're gonna do that. And over here, that gets covered up. So I just colored those flowers that we're gonna see. Now, this is awesome. I used my Stella pen to color in the leaves. So this is where you take your pen and drag the ink all over the leaves and it will color in. So using your Stella pen to gently color, you could have used a blend if you wanted, but this just gives the leaves a little bit of a subtle green look to them. And I'm only doing the ones that we're gonna see. This one's cool right here. It's like the whole thing is exposed. Okay, and then one over here. So I'm gonna show you a close-up here. So you can see I've colored those, but I haven't done that one. Okay, so let's get this last one done. There, okay. Wipe out your Stella, and we're gonna do a little bit of assembly then. We're at that point. Now, I left this card blank for me. Like, there are so many pretty sayings in here. You could do happy birthday, you sweet thing, thank you, just for you, that was so sweet of you, and hello there. All of those could easily go on the inside. So I left the outside blank. So, all right, so let's do a little gluing and assembly. I don't know. That's ink. So these sand erasers are perfect, guys. If you get little spots of ink on your card, you can kind of take the sand eraser and clear them up. So let's get rid of this inside piece right here. we'll put that on the inside. So these cards, I'm hanging on to these cards until, I don't remember if I made, did I make your guys's hot dog style or did I make it a hamburger style? I'm gonna have to look at Roxanne's cards. You guys, what did I do? Oh, I cut all yours the other way. Ha! You guys have a hamburger style card, not a hot dog style card. It will look exactly the same at the end. It just dawned on me. I'm like, oh, I don't think I cut yours as the hot dog style. So it'll work either way. Okay, so these 4 cards that I'm making tonight, I'm going to hold on to them until the swap card showcase that I have on June 2nd. Okay, so so how I like to put my strawberries on. I like to pop up the top and I like to glue down the bottom. So we're going to do that. It just gives it a little cool, like the strawberries kind of popping out of the page. Hi, Carissa. Carissa! You're watching. Thank you for this beautiful card. I love it. You picked purple too. So we're popping up the top. We're making it look like this is attached to the stem. And then as we're at it, we're going to put a little bit of glue there, a little glue there. And then this little stem can go right on the top here. And then grab that guy and he's going to hang out right here. Get it, hang out. He's hanging. And then we're going to put a little dot of glue there. Hi, Caitlin. We're going to put this guy right here. And that's how we want to prep this layer right here. So don't get glue happy yet and put this layer down. We have to get our linen thread. So you guys are all responsible for your own bows tonight. Woohoo! So I have 3 lines here. So 3 of them, and then I have a triple bow. So what we're gonna do to accomplish getting this put on here, I had so what you're, first off, let's take your tear and tape. So people ask, is there a top and a bottom to this painted texture embossing folder when it's embossed? Not really. Just pick whichever side you like better. And it's not quite in the middle. It's actually south of the equator a little bit. So I'm going to put my tear and tape on the side right where I think my linen thread's going to go. And I've got it like maybe right in line with the top of this strawberry. So I'm going to pick this off. I can see the end of it. White on white, you guys. There's so much whiteness going on here. White paper, more white white wax on the tear and tape. It's like I was blinded by it. So grab the end of this, and we're gonna kind of guess. So not in the middle, but just south of the middle. Something like this. Put your end down. And this is where we don't wrap around. Now, if you want to wrap it all the way around like this, you guys can. I don't do that. I like to save ribbon and twine. So I'm going to eyeball it from the front, flip it over, catch my tear and tape, and weave it right back, bring it across the front, and then catch it on the back, and then weave it right back, and cross the front again. I'm going to squish these a little closer. Come a little closer. All right, and we're gonna catch it on the back. Grab your scissors and trim your tail. So you've basically not put any twine here, so you've just saved yourself that much twine. You can do that all the time with any kind of ribbon that you're working with. I learned that many years ago. I'm like, well, why am I putting ribbon where I'm not gonna see it? That's a waste. So there. Now, though, what you want to do is secure the ends. These could potentially fall off over the course of time. Glue doesn't hold. So this is why I make my tear and tape sandwich. So squish the ends of the ribbon in there really good. And then what you're going to do is pick the tear and tape off. Or you guys, if you're using double-sided tape, that works too, whichever you want. And then now we can put a little bit of liquid glue. Now, I will go glue happy on the back because this is an embossed piece. It helps stick better when there's more glue. So this is going to go onto your card front. Make sure you got it facing the right way. You're going to set it on so that you have that 1/8 inch margin all the way around. And you can still wiggle these a little bit if you need to. You can bring them up and down a little. And then you're going to put dimensionals on the back of this guy. So I got still working on my paper pumpkin dimensionals here. So I'm gonna put 6 of them, 6 of the bigger size dimensionals on here like that. And then this will go onto the front of the card. And just center it, top to bottom, left to right, like that. And then you're gonna make yourself a triple bow. Hopefully you have a bow maker by now. If you don't have a bow maker, talk to me. I've got about 8 left of the 30 that I got about a month and a half ago. So I still have some left. So we're gonna make a triple bow, and what size? I want this size. So, but to do a triple bow, I'm taking the loose end on my right side, because I'm a right-handed person, and then I'm gonna loop it around. So that makes 2, and then do it again, 3. So that gives you the 3 bunnies. And then, actually it's 6, 6 bunny ears, 1, 2, 3 on each side. And then I crossed them, went over, and then under. And now you're gonna knot it. So just once, actually, just take it and tie it tight, like loop it just like that. Now, the nail size depends on how big of a bow you want. So if you want a little bit bigger one, you could move your nails out and then take your nails out. And we'll set that back there. And now I'm going to use a glue dot to put that one on. And I'm going to take the glue dot, I'm going to put it right on the edge of glory, right there, as Lady Gaga would say. And put that all right there, you guys. I bust out those lyrics all the time. Not necessarily live for you, but I do. So this is how I open my diamonds. So I have a brand new pack, and I hate, you guys, I hate this flap because it makes it tacky. So if you peel this back, you get glue everywhere. So this is what I do. This is how I open up my diamonds. I slice the end open like this, and I'll go like this. And I generally don't go for big diamonds right away, and I can't put this in backwards like this because this flap is here. So I'll take this and I'll cut this flap off. And then I will put my diamonds backwards in here so that the big ones are at the end. And now I've got the little ones right where I want them. I'm gonna take your pick tool, and this is perfect. Just take, and you can pick up your diamonds, and you're gonna put them where you want them. So we got 2. Decorate it full, guys. Don't be conservative with the diamonds. Fill in all the flowers that look good. And then over at the top here, I'm going to take one of the medium-sized ones and put that first. And then we're going to take another small one and put that there. If you want more, go for it. The sky's the limit. As many diamonds as you want to put on that card, you go for it. You've got them. A brand new pack. Woohoo! Okay. All right, so let's set the diamonds here, and I think we accomplished it. We got our card done. Let's put a thank you in here, though. You know, I generally don't stamp my inside after I've glued it in. I like to glue it after I've stamped in case I make a boo-boo, but where did I just put all my blocks? Right here. So we're going to do a thank you because this will be a thank you card. You guys, all the cards that I give out in class, I always write a love note in there that says thank you for your support. I appreciate it. So we're gonna do red on here though, and I think that'll look really nice. It'll complement red card. Oh, that stamp just moved on me. It's lost its sticky, so I don't want it to fall down. I'm gonna press again right there. So when your stamps start to get not sticky, take them and run them underneath hot tap water, and that will help them get back to sticky. Oils from your hands and little dust particles get on the stamps, and they start to lose their stickiness. And so in this case, that's what happens to that. So boom, you guys, we got 1 card done. Woohoo! All right, strawberries and cream, all done. All right, so let's clean the thank you because we had red. Oh man, I can't go to that side. I accidentally did again. Grab your chamois, clean your stuff, your stamps, because we might not go back to red or green, garden green. We might do the other one, so not quite sure where we're at. I wish I had somebody here to go upstairs and die cut a scallop circle in my head. That's what I'm thinking about. All right. First card done. Let's set you over here because you're beautiful and I like to stare at you, but I don't want you full of ink. So let's go for this guy. So this one is the last card I designed for this class because I waited until the new ink colors came out. And I brought in Fresh Freesia with Sahara Sand, Very Vanilla, and Soft Succulent. And this is kind of a layer thick card. Oh, this is the card that I didn't punch anything, but So we're going to improvise because I have a label cut out of a different kit here that I can steal. I can rob Peter to pay Paul. Okay, so I have a label here. We can use that and it'll be okay. Nobody's gonna tell on me. This is retired. This was the timeless label punch that retired. This is the Label Me Fancy punch. So in all of your kits, if we scope out, I love it, I have a sample here. If we scope out what Roxanne's gonna get, this is your kit. And you should have a strip like this to cut out and stamp some more little baby flowers. You'll have your 3 little flowers. You're gonna have this label, the actually current one. You'll have the rest of your mats here. So that's what you guys have in your kit. Remember, the linen thread's part of your goodie bag. Thanks, Roxanne, for letting me use this. So I'm using this one. It's what I have in front of me right now, so I don't have to run anywhere to get something. Boom. Okay, so that's going to be the label. What I was going to show you guys was how I would stamp it and then punch it out, but obviously I don't remember things that I thought of a month ago. Yeah, that's funny. And then, all right, I try very hard. I do try. Okay, and I put some thread in there. All right, so what you guys have in your kit, and I might have given you the hamburger. I think I cut you guys the hamburger set. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's like Christmas. I just found something. Okay, boom, there we go. So we don't have to use the timeless label punch. Giddy up. Okay, so we're gonna rock and roll. We've got our Fresh Freesia base. You guys have the hamburger style. Sometimes it's nice to mix it up. I did the hamburger or hot dog style. So you have to just remember that your card's gonna open this way for that. You have in your kit 2 pieces of Sahara Sand. Don't be confused. One is for your outside and one is for your inside. I did a double mat on this one. So look at this. Oh, look at that. Okay, I did a double mat. We did this on a well-suited card not too long ago, last week, where it was the gray mat on the inside. So it just dresses it up a little bit more when you have that double layer going on in the inside. So you have 2 of the Sahara Sands, same size, and then you have 2 of the vanillas, and they are both, one for the inside, one for the outside. They're both the same size. So just know one's gonna get stamped differently though than that. And then we have here, we're gonna put that right there. You have a piece of Soft Succulent, and you have a vanilla, that layer, and that's gonna go on the front of the card. And I found my fancy Label Me Fancy punch. Okay. So stamping, you're gonna need for this one, this guy right here. Now, if you don't have Soft Succulent yet, use a different green that really goes well with Soft Succulent. And if you don't have Freesia ink, you could use something else that goes well with it. Now, we just did a Tip Tuesday on having blocks, right? Now you know why it's nice to have different size blocks and multiple of them. So I'm gonna go grab 2 more A blocks for these guys right here. So I'm using, in this case, we've got 4 A blocks so that the hulls and the flowers each have stamps, and then I got some B blocks going on. Okay, stamping. Let's get the scratch paper underneath us. Hi, Joanna. So let's pull this back out. And we're gonna start, let's start with our inside because it's so easy. Okay, so we just grab one of your vanilla mats and your Soft Succulent ink or whatever color you have that's close to it. So Soft Succulent is one of the new ink colors. A lot of you guys put that you love, so in my newsletter question was about ink colors, and a lot of you put Soft Succulent. So thanks for sharing, Sandy. I just saw that you had shared my video. You guys, it's awesome when you share the videos. I love it, I love it, I love it. We get more love. If you guys ever get these little white things, it's from your ink pad. Sometimes the plastic kind of comes off. So we are starting with our inside. We started with the inside because we're getting warmed up for the outside. So remember what I talked about. You don't want this down too low that your stem is hanging below the edge, because then it makes it look like it's flying in outer space, I say. So we want the stem to be coming off the top of the page, and don't worry about, I don't mind having things off the page. If you try to fit the whole thing on, it looks weird taking up all of the space on the page. So what I do is I go off, don't worry about going off the edge. So we've got that like that. All right, then we have, I think that I used Fresh Freesia blend. And I think my Fresh Freesia blends are upstairs, of course. So there's also a Fresh Freesia marker. So you could color in with a marker like this to color in your flowers. And that works. So I don't generally use a lot of water-based markers for coloring because I love the blend so much. But you could color, so if you guys don't even have Fresh Freesia, use whatever purple you have that complements this. You could even go for a little bit darker of a purple. Okay, so we've got our little flowers colored in. We also want to do the same thing here. I didn't do it on that card, but look, when you do this with the green, with the Stella, kind of drags the color around, so it kind of fills in our greenery. Okay, and then for the insides of our flowers, if you want to, I actually put diamonds on my sample here because I could. You guys got them in your goodie bag. You could just put yellow flowers, or yellow centers in your flowers, but the diamonds look cool, but what's going to happen with the diamonds is in shipping or mailing, they might put a little dent into the back of the card here, but that's no big deal. That's all right. Let's go ahead. Oh, we want to stamp an inside. What does our outside say? Oh, that was sweet of you. Ooh, so that means we are going to put thank you on the inside here. I'm going to do it in green or purple. Let's do it in green. So I'm going to stamp it. I'm going to stamp it up here more, and I'm going to center it between this stuff. So I still have the whole bottom that I have space if I want to write a little love note. So we're going to do thank you there. And, oh, we need our green yet. So, but while we're at it, let's go ahead and get this one glued to the Sahara sand mat so that we've got that done. Bring that over here. Okay, so that's going to be our inside. Now we can work on our outside. So I was warming myself up trying to think about, how did I do this? So what's happening is you're creating this little background on the bottom here. And one goes here, and then I flipped it, and one goes like that. And then I flipped it back and did one like that. So what you're doing is just creating foliage along the bottom here. So we're grabbing this one, and we have it so that the stem is coming out of the bottom left corner. And you can see a whole bunch of this leaf is actually cut off. If you put this up high like this, your two flowers are going to get put behind here. And we want these two flowers to come be exposed. So when I'm stamping here, I'm going to try to put those two flowers so they're closer to the bottom edge. And something like that. Okay, so there's the one. And then we're going to ink up again. And then we're going to do this one. And I've got this little guy down here. And then that one will be exposed. So we're getting some flower power going on here like Mario. We got our flower. We're going to get our fireball Mario going. Flower power. Okay, and then one more here. We're going to get this. So there's 1, 2, 3. These three are going to be along the bottom. Oh, and then pay attention to your stem. If you curve it up, it's going to be hanging out, but kind of close to the edge there. I'm going to tilt it slightly so that the edge of the stem is off the edge of the page over here. Okay, so I've just created, that's going to be the bottom. Now this one on the top here, grab the other vanilla rectangle and get this guy so that the stem is just reaching to the bottom and you're not going over the edge very much. Like I cut my little petal off there, but I think I want to keep it all on like that. Okay, so we got that stamped. As long as we're at it, we're going to stamp our sentiment and get all of our stamping done. Oh, we also have to stamp flowers, so we gotta do that. I didn't forget. I promise I didn't forget. So grab the fresh freesia. We'll do those first. So in your guys' kit, you had a little strip of vanilla where you could just stamp your flowers and then take the punch and you can punch them out. Or I did provide punched out flowers that you can just stamp on them. So I'm gonna go ahead and stamp 3 of them on, what am I gonna do? 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. And you could take the inside, so there's that solid image, and it's really hard to line this up. You gotta get it just right. But you could take and stamp them, or you could take your marker and color it in, or you could take your blend and color it in, however you want to. You could also try your Stella pen. No, it doesn't bleed as much as the other does, so maybe don't do your Stella pen. But if you can get this guy lined up, that's good. Oh, so if you get off a little bit, you could take your marker and kind of fill that in if you miss a little area. That works. And then the last one here, I hover over the top until I see where it needs to be, and then I stamp it. Okay, so those are our little flowers, and how this punch works over here, we're gonna punch, so all the petals are the same size. So there we've got 1, and then 2. I'm gonna flip this around and do this one from this angle. 3. So the strip of paper I gave you was skinnier so that you could just go boom, boom, boom in. All right, so we've got our 3 flowers here. Let's set them right there. And we just have to do a sentiment. So we've got our Label Me Fancy. Now I use crumb cake. Crumb cake kind of blends in. Let's see, I'm wondering what freesia would look like. So this is where it's awesome. When you guys are at home, you can redo things, create them however you want to, change it up. And on this case, this is a punch, so there's no top or bottom to it. So what we could do is, hi Vanessa, we could stamp our fresh freesia on here. Oh, I did that really crooked. But let's see here. So do you like the fresh freesia, or do you like the crumb cake? So there's the crumb cake. It actually kind of blends in more where the fresh freesia pops. So kind of a horse apiece. You could even do the succulent color on there. Maybe we'll try succulent. So what we can do is flip that over. If you don't like the way you stamp it, flip it over, which is perfectly fine. And we're gonna try succulent actually. If you guys like the look of the crumb cake, you could do crumb cake too. But we're gonna try to do succulent here. And there you go. I think we'll go with the green. Ooh, I like the green. Okay, so these are new pads, so they're really tight, and you gotta kind of pull on them to get them to open. Kelly did a Tip Tuesday on how to take care of that. All right, let's get that cleaned. We'll clean up our little flowers, and then let's work on a little assembly. Okay. Get rid of that. I think we can get rid of that. And let's see what we've got going on here. So, easy peasy, this layer gets glued onto our Sahara sand layer. So grab your glue, and then another one, as long as you have your glue open, you can flip this one over. Now, if that's too much for you guys, you could do one at a time, but try to make yourself more efficient. If you've got your glue open, you might as well go ahead and glue both of these things. Get them both prepped. Just be careful not to touch that one. So this is our Sahara sand base, or I should say mat. And then this will go onto our soft succulent. So this card design, in case you're curious, I received a card from Jennifer Merle Hampshire, and she had made this card, and it's basically the same. Let's see if I have a sample of it. The same layout, but where did it go? She used pinks. I don't know where I have it. She used pinks, and she used crumb cake, and she made hers vertical, and I changed it up with different colors and made it horizontal. Okay, so now we can go ahead and glue this mat down. Hi, Julie Bierschbach. So this will go on here like this. And then we could go ahead and glue our inside in. I'm waiting on this because we have to put ribbon around it. We have to put our twine. And then that will go on the inside. Remember, guys, you have a hamburger style card that opens up and down that way. All right, now this, we've got to make our little tear and tape sandwich so that we can get, I did 3 lines again, you guys. I think generally when I do other classes, I keep it to 2. Hi, Pat Butts. Hi, Julie Schrader. So I generally keep it just to 2 or 1, but I'm like, well, you guys have a whole spool of ribbon. Why don't we use it? So I'm going to put tear and tape at the bottoms on each side. And we're going to do the same thing that we just did on the last card. And we can go, oh, you know what? I must have this here for a reason. I had cut some already. We're about, what, 1/2 inch, maybe 5/8 of an inch from the bottom edge. So we're going to go here. And a good way to figure out where it needs to go is I wanted for this to, my bow to be right around there. So we're going to go with it here. And then you bring it to the other side, loop it back, bring it across the front again, and then loop it back one more time. Just like that. And there you have 3. Now, if 3 is too much for you, you could do less. You could do 1 or you could do 2. It's really whatever you want. But here's my trick on this. This layer is popped up with dimensionals. So I am going to put tear and tape over the top to secure my ends, but I am not going to peel off the waxy paper. I'm going to leave the wax paper on because when I'm putting dimensionals on here, if I take this waxy paper off, the card will want to stick, that piece of paper will want to stick to the bottom layer, and it's going to kind of contradict the popping up that you're doing. So when I'm popping up a layer that I'm doing ribbon like this, I leave that wax paper on just like that. And grab all the backs off in one fall swoop. If you feel like you need more dimensionals, you could put more dimensionals on. Make sure that these are nice and even. And then this kind of fits right in between. You know, I'm looking for equal distance around the top and the 2 sides. Okay? Now, these little dudes are popped up. Let's see if I've got some babies. I just finished my sheet of dimensionals the other night, so we're going to take some of these. This is where when you get to the end, they work perfectly fine as well. So you got to cut them though. So we're going to put dimensionals on our, hi Deanne. We got our backs on here so we can pick them off. Let's put this one down here. This one will go right here. And then one more. Hi Jamie. One right here. Okay. Our label will get popped up too, but do you see here, there's ribbon here. So if you put dimensionals right where that ribbon is gonna go, it's gonna be kind of wobbly. So this is where I like to create a little track. So I'm gonna take the section here. And so this is where the edges work out good. I'm gonna put a little of this down here and then create a little track. So I'm gonna put 2 rows basically, here and here. And then the ribbon, I call that my channel. The ribbon's gonna go right through that channel. It's gonna go, so it doesn't wobble then. So perfect, okay. And then we gotta make our bow, triple bow. So when I do 3 times, then I do a triple bow. So it kind of makes it look like it's wrapped around 3 times and then you have the triple bunny ears that matches. I think I'm gonna go for a little bit bigger one this time. And I'm gonna use, my nails are starting to get worn. You guys, the more you use the bow maker, the bigger your holes get. It sounds like a personal problem, but it happens to bow makers too. So the bottom is a little bit wider than the top. So we're gonna go to the top because I want them not as big as the bottom. 3 times around and under, over, under, and then tie it. And that creates our triple bunny ear to the size that we want it. Trim your tails. Take them off the nails. Oh man, the terminology here. Okay, grab yourself a couple glue dots or just one glue dot. Pull that off, and that's gonna go right over here on the side. And then put your little bow right in it. Boom, love it. Eee, so cute. Okay, so you got your little triple bow right there. And then we get to embellish. Grab your diamonds, girls. And I've got 5 on here. So I did small ones in the center of the flowers. Oops, that was way off, but we can, oh, then I lost it. Hang on, wait for it. Get on there, little Jude. Okay, we saved them. Get another one there. And then I've got the medium one going on up here, and then one more right there. Now, this is where if you want to do your inside, go for it. Put it right in the middle. It covers up the yellow, so like it's either coloring in yellow or putting diamonds on. I like the diamonds, hi Latokia, because the diamonds match the outside of the card. Voila. There's our card number 2. So so I left the purple ones, just those 3, but if you feel inspired to color in any of those, to me they were more of a little bit of a background, so I didn't color them. Okay, card number 3. You guys, are you rocking and rolling with me, okay? All right, let's get this guy back in here. Flipper, still skin that around. Like that. Okay, so that card's done. We got 2 done so far, woohoo. Okay, now we're doing, oh, I'm saving the one where I'm missing the die for last. I feel bad. We're doing my favorite one next. This is my favorite card right here. So I love this card because I just love this little triple flower, this triple strawberry here. This is my favorite part about this. When I saw a card like this on Pinterest, I'm like, oh, it's so cute. Like with the strawberry like that, it makes it 3D. Everybody loves different like 3Ds and fun folds and all that good stuff. So I just, yeah. So this one, my disclaimer on this was this is the paper from Forever Greenery, which retired. And you guys have some strips. Oh, I like seeing how we kitted this up. So then you guys can be on the same page with me. So, or I should say I can be on the same page. So you guys have your kits. You have a white mat. You have this red, real red that's embossed. You have the crumb cake. You have a label from Hippo and Friends, the 2 DSPs, and then you have all of these pieces. These pieces are already punched for you. Now this is the card, the reason why I put an extra piece of, you guys, I have that in the beginning. I showed I had a piece of extra white cardstock. If you don't do good with these and you need to stamp more, that's why I threw the extra piece of white in there, in case you need help. So I did a little front end action for me, it looks like. I was nice to myself and I did a little bit of stamping ahead. So I will show you guys how I did these. So what you need, you're gonna need 3 strawberries, 3 leaves, and 2 flowers, not 3, but 2. You should have your 2 DSP strips. You should have your base. It's 8.5 by 5.5. Mine's not scored, but yours is scored at 4 1/4. Take that and you can burnish the edges. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Judy Bobo. And then we've got our inside mat here. Nope, we don't. That's from the other one. We have our inside mat here. That'll go on the inside. You'll have your red. Oh, man. So this is what happens. Okay. Do you see how the edge is hanging over? I did not intend for that to be like that. So what happens when you emboss paper is it shrinks it a little bit. So you guys should look at this and see once if your edge is hanging, if you're seeing a little lip of green. Now you have 2 options. You could either cut your red shorter so you have the same edge. So the designer paper up here is 1/8 of an inch shorter on each side on purpose. So you could cut your red down or you could cut your green down. And I'm gonna cut my green down because I like the red going to the edge. So we can work with this. you should have a piece of your crumb cake, and then this is a die from Hippo and Friends. So that should be already done for you. So let's work on this piece right here. Let's get this situated. So you're gonna grab your cutter, and you guys, let's see here. I gotta get it out of here without having dominoes happen. Okay. So if when you guys look at your card base here, if your red is shorter, because so I most likely cut them the same length, but if maybe I cut them shorter, but regardless, if your edge of green is showing here, you can take your trimmer and you can just shimmy off part of it. So you don't need a lot, depends on how much. I mean, mine doesn't need a lot, but so you can see I'm gonna do about that much, which is not gonna be a lot. I hope it's not gonna be a lot. Let's see here. I took off that much. It's a little bit. Okay, now let's see if that fixed it for us. It did, perfect. It was just a hair. All right, again, you could have done the red as well. So let's get this assembled a little bit so we got less pieces hanging out. So you could take your strips of, it looks like watermelon to me. It looks refreshing. This card just looks like yumminess. Fruit. Okay, so we're gonna put this. These are little 1-inch strips, 1 by 5 1/4. And they are going to get, I should have tested it, but oh well. It's a little less green on the sides because we trimmed off a little green, but it's okay. Make these 3 borders all about the same so that they're consistent greenery on the sides. And then this one, same thing. Just put that down right there. Okay, now you can't put this red down quite yet because our ribbon goes behind it. So you see that? So we're not gonna quite put it down yet. We're gonna work on other stuff. We're gonna glue the crumb cake down. This just gets glued right onto here. So let's go ahead and put that on here. Because there's nothing holding us back from doing that. And that's just centered top to bottom and left to right on here. Okay, so that's about as far as we can go because the next thing I wanna do is put the label on here, but we have to stamp before we do our label. So we might as well pull out this stuff. So we're gonna need the mat again. And you can see that there's that greenery stamp on the side here, but it's really light. I did garden green at 2nd strength. So that means I stamped off. So we're gonna grab this. And you know what? We're going to stamp our sentiment first, and then we're gonna work around our sentiment because you might put too much greenery. So let's do this first. And I'm gonna make mine a thank you. Is that what I wanna do? I wanna do that was so sweet of you because that fits in here really nice. That's gonna fit right over here on the right side. So grab your real red ink. If you guys have different sentiments, whatever sentiments you want, it's gonna go in the bottom right-hand corner here. Okay, so put that, try to get it straight. That's always the $1 million thing to do, right? Get it straight. So something like that. Okay, so now we don't have to worry about squishing our sentiment in here. Now we're gonna work on the foliage, the vines, and that's the stamp here. And I mentioned that I'm gonna stamp off. So stamp off over here, and then you're gonna wiggle it around. The main thing you want are those 3 flowers, and then the leaf kind of hanging out over there. Don't worry about that other one. He's gonna fall off the bandwagon over there, and you don't worry about him. So stamped at 2nd strength and made it a lot lighter. Now, I do have a leaf coming out over here. So I had one over on this side, but it completely got covered up. So the question is, will I put it, so behind here, there's a little bit of a leaf, but the flower went over it. So we might not even worry about it. Just, that's it. Don't even worry about stamping anything else over there. Hi, Kim. Don't worry about that. I think it'll look nicer not having this random leaf coming out from the bottom of the strawberry. Let's just go with that for now. So stamp off of that and we'll be done with that. What's the inside look like? Okay, we did thank you on the, okay, so let's, as long as we got the ink open, let's do this. Let's stamp our sentiment. We gotta bring the red back. And we're gonna do thank you here. At the top, so there's a little room to write. Now, let's get our strawberry stuff together, because you guys are gonna have to all stamp your strawberries yet. So this spot, I like to do the outline first. It's so much easier to see the inside then. So we're gonna put the outline down here first, and then the inline is what I call it, but it's the inside. So it's easier to see where if you do the opposite. So if you do this one first, and then you try to find where this one goes, it is more of a guessing game, I'll be honest with you. I have a hard time with that. It's off there. So I like to do the line first and then the solid after. Then for your hull, we're gonna stamp a little green at the top, and then we're gonna stamp this over the top. And I know you guys could do masking if you wanted. If you don't like the green, oh man, I just got it from my block. If you don't like the green on top of the pink or the red, you could mask it off, you could. We're gonna try, instead of stamping this over, we're gonna try to use our sand eraser and see how good of a job the sand eraser does. So what happened was, I must have had green somewhere. I got greeny on here. Boom. Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw it, but I had green there and now it's gone. So I'm good. Back in business. Okay, so that'll go on our inside. Now, you guys had, let's see here. I'm going to show you what you have. So you guys had some strawberries that were already punched out. I gave you enough of these guys. Let's do these so I can show you. So you have, so for those that don't have the punch, because it's not available yet, but you have the stamps, what you could do is stamp. So let's practice here. Oh, this is so hard. Here's what I would recommend doing. Go so that you have a different color background. It'll help you see it better. What you could do is stamp that. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Okay, and then you're gonna do your inside. Oh, that's easy to see here, actually. So that's gonna be your inside. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's, just to show you, you can stamp on top of the punched thing, the punched piece. This one might be a little bit harder. Oh man, okay. Oh, it's upside down. I could see that the stem was going the other way. So we're gonna do that one. Oh yeah. Okay, then this one over the top. Okay. Holy Moses, that was awesome. Good luck with yours. So you should have 3 strawberries, 3 hulls, 2 flowers, and you can do stamping and use the punch pieces I gave you. Do your best. If for whatever reason you don't like how you did it, you can use the white piece of paper that I gave you extra, and you have plenty of extra white paper to work with. And you could always fussy cut them out if you wanted to get your cards done. But look at that. Okay, so what else? I think that's it for stamping. We've got the inside. We've got, so you guys are gonna have to do 3 leaves. Oh, I'm sorry. You need, I said this wrong. You need 3 leaves, 1 hull, and 2 of these flowers. And all of those pieces are punched for you, but you also have that big piece to fit all of that on. You just have to be wise about punching. So if you go to stamp a strawberry here and you go to punch it out, you're gonna end up wasting all of that extra. So you're gonna wanna cut this down and then stamp your strawberries and then take a little sliver and stamp this one. And so you just have to be strategic about how you stamp on that white piece of paper to make it all work. Okay, I'm gonna close these and get them out of my way so that I don't get I feel like I'm getting my sleeve in them. Okay, Let's glue our inside in. I like to glue insides in. Do you guys see that I generally do that first because it gets one less piece of paper in my way. It keeps it out of the way, I should say. So there's that. And then I notice I've got a little hangy thing down there. So let's get rid of that. Now our outside. Okay, so now that we have this done, you could color your flowers with a yellowy marker or So Saffron. So I've got So Saffron here because the blossoms to me were yellow in my head. And if they're yellow and white, you could be creative and make them whatever color they are, yellow and white or yellow. And then this is where you could also take your Stella pen and Stella the leaves. You just use the sailboat card for an unexpected sympathy card. There you go, awesome. Not awesome for the sympathy card that you need, Melanie, but awesome that you could convert that card into a card that you needed to send it on the way. Hi, Bobby. So Valine said that she struggles lining up the outside of the line of the strawberry, and good. Hopefully seeing it the way that I did it helps you. Who else do we have here? Latokia, your kit just arrived. Woohoo! Yes, cherry cobbler would work. So Latokia, for the cherry cobbler, what I might recommend doing though is stamping it at second strength and not first strength. That will give you a little bit softer of a red to match the real red. So yes, cherry cobbler should work. Hi, Patty Stibbins. The strawberry sets are, the cost for the strawberry stamp set, I think was $20. Let me look real quick. I'm trying to, all of a sudden I noticed you guys had a whole bunch of questions here. So the strawberry bundle cost is it's in the mini catalog right now, and it's carrying over to the annual catalog. And it's a bundle for $32.25. The stamp set by itself is $18. So 18 and then 18 for the punch, but if you buy the bundle, it's $32.25. So good question, Patty. Dev said yours is cut perfectly. Ooh, so you didn't have to cut off any of the red. Awesome. Perfect, perfect. Okay. All right. So hi, Kara. All right. Then what we're going to do is assemble. So let's flip this back down. I forgot. I got to remember the camera. So we're going to work a little differently because my ultimate goal is to have this ribbon twine come out at the corner here where this kind of juts in and down. But to do that, you have to be very careful. You couldn't just figure out and guess where it is. So here's my trick for this. I'm going to prep this with dimensionals on the top and the bottom. So bottom, bottom, bottom. And now, oh, I got some left on here. So I'm going to do top, top, top. Now, don't get happy and take the bottom ones off. We're only taking the top ones off right now. What this is going to allow us to do is sneak our twine under there. So only taking off the top ones. This gets centered on your crumb cake piece right here, like that. Hey, Vicki Fritz from Indiana. So again, now this is not secure. That's okay. So we're going to take our tear and tape, and that's going to go here at the bottom. And we're going to secure the ends of our ribbon behind there. So let's see here. Oh, I've got ribbon here. So now this is where, because we don't have this glued down yet, but we know exactly where it's going to go, we can tuck this underneath here and get it right exactly where, oh man, I just took it off accidentally. Let's put that back on there. Oh man. So see what I'm doing here? I'm getting this lined up. It's stuck right on there. So it's going to go right there. So I've got it right in that nook is what I'm calling that. And then that one came off of there accidentally. It wasn't supposed to do that. So now I've got it straight across. Flip your end over, bring it back, y'all, and then you're gonna weave it underneath here again, like that. Okay, I hope that wasn't complicated. I think you guys understand what I'm trying to do. I'm assuming you do. So I've got the line, I've got the line exactly where I want it, right through there and right through there, because now that's where I'm gonna stick my bow there. Okay, so now that I have that where I want it, I'm gonna take the backs of the dimensionals off and pop that down good. Now, unfortunately, I think I put it that it's gonna land right on my dimensionals, and I'm just gonna go with it. I didn't even think about that, but squish it down good. Okay, this now we're gonna need to put some tear and tape over the top of our linen thread. And we are gonna be gluing this flat, so we can go ahead and peel off the tear and tape, add a little bit of liquid glue. And now remember, we did already measure to make sure it's not going to be short or over. That's going to go on our card base. Get out of here. Centered top to bottom. I'm a left to right kind of person, so I'm making sure my left is really good and centered good. And then I'm just going to drop it down, and it should end up on the end here nicely. You needed to make sure your red was the right size, because you couldn't just take this and trim it off because you have the linen thread right here. Okay, good. Now what we can do is work on the the strawberry part. So what you're gonna do is take all 3 of your strawberries and you're gonna fold them. Thanks for sharing, Cindy, hello. You're gonna take all of 3 of your strawberries and you're gonna fold them in half. And so I'm taking my nails and kind of bending them in the middle, and then I'm trying to get them lined up so that they're nicely folded in half. I would burnish them with the bone folder like that. And now do the other one. Kind of start in the middle, kind of guess where the middle is, fold them in half like that. They kind of line up perfectly, actually. Bone fold that. And then the same with this one right here. Fold that in half. Burnish the edge. Okay, that's it for the bone folder. Now what do? We have to adhere all 3 of these together. All right? I would not use mono adhesive tape runner. No. That strawberry will fall apart in a week. Maybe not a week, maybe longer, but you want to use some sort of tear and tape, mini glue dots, permanent glue. And I'm going to use my liquid glue because that's what I do. This liquid craft glue is so strong. So I'm going to set that guy right on top of there. And then I'm going to go for it right away and put this guy right on top of here. Now, this glue takes a little bit of time to dry. So I'm going to hold all 3 of these together in my fingers and let that glue really bond. Hi, Janet. Okay, so we're giving that a second for that to really glue. Don't use too much glue. It'll ooze out on you and then you're about gluey, icky mess. But isn't that so cool? Look at that. I love it. Okay, now we got to get our little hull on here. So the hull goes right here. Don't worry about trying to bend him or score him. Just put a little bit of glue at the top here. Not a lot, just a little. And then that guy is going to go on the top here. Just like that. And now what you can do is that will bend, and that's okay. You can bend him a little bit. So just make sure he's stuck on there good. And now we're ready to kind of layer these leaves how we want them. So we've got a couple here and then one over here. This little guy is going to go, oh man, that looks good, just like that. So we're going to have the strawberry down here, and we're going to tuck a little flower in. Okay, so this is how I've kind of got them set where I want them. Now what do? Right? You don't want to move them. So, okay, what I would do is take one at a time and try to move it without disrupting the other 2. So that one looked good right there. So we're going to do that, a little glue there, like that. And that one looked good there. So we're going to put a little glue there and have him hang there. Now, the last one, I want a dimensional behind him. So, because he's hanging off the edge of this mat. So what I'm going to do is, now that these other 2 are kind of set, I'm going to take and put a dimensional right there. You know, he's not secure, so we're just going to put a dimensional right there. And kind of leave it just like that. I think there. Like, just get your 3 leaves on there. However you want to do it, make it happen. There, just know that I glued these 2, and then that one I used a dimensional. Otherwise, he'd want to bend backwards. Okay, this flower, or you guys, why do I want to keep calling this a flower? Flower. Okay, a little bit of liquid glue on the back of that. And then this is going to get situated right here. Something like so. And then your little flower, yeah, these are the flowers. I've got a couple of my cut up dimensionals here. And that's gonna go. You guys, I love this card. I just was so happy. So I cased it, but the card I cased didn't do the strawberry like this. They used completely different colors. I added layers. I kind of like made it my own, but oh, it was so much fun. Like this guy can go hang out there, and then this little guy is gonna hang out over here, but I'm gonna put it like that. Okay, oh, it's so fun. Okay, rhinestone cowboy action here. And we're gonna put some of the rhinestones in the centers of our flowers, there and there. One here, and then I used a medium one over here. How do I have it? Here, and then another guy there. Love it. Okay, I could make 100 of these cards. If I had all the time in the world, I would be happy just sitting here making this card right here. We're not done. We have a bow. Okay, so I did a triple baby bow. It looks like a little small one. So we're gonna do that size. And actually I didn't do a triple bow. I did a triple bow. Oh, we're gonna do a triple bow. Even though it's 2 here, we're making a triple bow. We're gonna break my little rules about double. Like if I usually do 2, I do a double bow. If I do 3, I do a triple bow. But we want a full little bow right here. So we're gonna make it 3 bunny ears on each side. And you guys got a lot of bow action tonight. We made 3 bows so far. Because you guys have to make all your own bows. So for game night and ink, paper, scissors, those are the 2 classes. You guys get the ribbon in your goodie bag. And then it saves me from making bows. Not that I don't like making bows, but to make 60 bows at one time, it takes a little time. So this little guy is gonna go right in the nook, right there. And then he's gonna hang out like he's attached with, isn't that cool? Like, so that's how I do ribbon when I don't know like where it needs to go. I kind of prep the area for it and then I go for it. All right, trim your tails. He's gonna get cut right there and he'll get cut right there. All right, oh man. Just take that card and I just love it. I was so happy. You guys, oh, this was the card. I was so proud of this card. I'm like, oh, I just love it. I don't know. It got me going. Wait, I have another little diamond over here. Hang on, guys. Fill this card up with diamonds galore. I think I did that because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wanted an odd number of diamonds on here. So put one guy right there. Because we can. Okay, so got our diamonds done. We got 3 cards done. To recap, we've done these 3 right here. We've got the 4th one that I've been fretting because I'm missing a piece in my kit, and that's just how it is. I'm not going to be able to completely finish this next card for you guys because for some reason, I have no idea why, but I'm missing a scalloped circle. So this is our last card. This one's my strawberries and my sherbet card, my strawberry sherbet card. Now, what are the odds or chances I have a scallop circle in here? Nope, I don't. Okay, I was like, maybe I have one in the drawer. So let's see here what you guys have in your kits. Inquiring minds want to know. So Roxanne, your cards are getting a little workout here. So let's see, you guys have a hot dog style, perfect. You've got 2 pink strawberries. You've got some little yellow ones or little white ones to cut out. You've got green for granny apple toppers. This is what I'm missing from my kit right here. So you should have a white. So the stitch shapes are retired, guys. I designed these cards when I didn't know that they were retiring, but you have a white stitched, the scallop, and then you have another little strip here in case you need to stamp some flowers over. You have a piece of saffron with some designer paper that will go over the top of it. And you have 2 mats here for your inside, which is actually exposed. And it's scored over here at 2 3/4. So that's what your kit looks like. It's so nice having a sample here to show you guys. Okay, so what do you have here? What do I have, I should say. So I have my pink, oh, mine's scored too. So it's scored at 5.5 and 2 3/4. Half of 5.5 is 2 3/4. So let's take that, fold that in half. and burnish the edge. And then you're going to bring this back, y'all, a little bit like this. So this card opens like that, okay? That should be it for the bone folder. Now, I have my piece here for some strawberries. So your mats here. The So Saffron is 4 by 5 1/4, and this one is 2 by, nope, it's 4 by, oh, there's my ruler right in front of my face. 2.5. So it's 4 by 2.5. So it's the same height-wise, okay? So that means then this is from the Sand and Sea Designer Series paper. You can see there's seashells on the back. It's embossed with the Tasteful Textiles embossing folder. The same embossing folder that we used, or I should say I used on this card right here. So that's the same embossing folder, my new favorite. So let's, you guys, I love to get some stuff glued as long as I can. There's no reason why we can't go ahead and let's glue to get rid of some paper. We'll glue our designer paper onto our piece of So Saffron. Now the designer paper is 3/16 less on 2 sides, okay? And then let's go ahead and we're gonna adhere that right to there. So maybe teaching you this is a bad thing, but you always wanna be cognizant of gluing before you glue, of what needs to get adhered below. So I only glue right away if I know I don't have to tuck ribbon tails down. You know, it's being observant of that. So then we've got, this is gonna be for our inside, but I like to glue from the top down. So I'm gonna wait because I wanna stamp my sentiment on here. So we're gonna stamp sentiment. We gotta stamp on here the granny apple. We need 2 hulls for the top, and then we need some flowers. So we have in here Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green. So let's grab out here. Oh, did I freeze? Let's see here. I think I'm freezing because I am trying to not, I'm on my Carhartt here, which is really weird. So let's get off of here and go back to the hive and see once. I hope you guys aren't freezing. There it is, it's back. Okay. I'm having more problems with technology than you guys are tonight. I haven't heard anybody say, oops, oh man, you guys are frozen. Oh, okay, so you guys are frozen too. So let's see here if you can see me. Hopefully you guys can see me. We just had a freezing action. So let me just see. Oh yeah, so my screen is frozen up there. So you guys come back to me. Hang on, we're almost done. We're on our last card. I'm gonna try to get back my second screen. Something happened to my second screen. Let's make sure my internet is on the hive. It is, good. Let's get back to Switcher. And let's get over here and get my second phone set up. Maybe you guys should be back here. Oops, something fell. Okay, all right, there. I think this is back. Let's put this up. You guys should be able to see now. Okay, so hopefully you guys are back on track here. The bundle patty, the sweet strawberry bundle patty comes with the stamp set that looks like this, $32.25. It comes with, It comes with the stamp set and it comes with the punch. But the punch is not orderable right now. It is on back order and they should be back in the end of the month of May. And then you can order the bundle. Right now you can only order the strawberry stamp set, and later this month you'll be able to order the bundle and the punch. So right now there's so many people, it was on back order. I don't know, the whole container world pandemic situation with transportation affected the strawberry punch badly. Okay, so we're all back on track. Guys, I can't explain why that internet does that to me. So, hi Gwen. Okay, hi Elaine Reback. Okay, so we're back on track. We didn't lose many people. We still have 45, so that's good. So we're gonna keep working on this card. All right, so we gotta do a little stamping. So this is, let's get rid of the red and the green, and we're gonna go to Melon Mambo and Granny Apple. So we're gonna do our Granny Apple first. Let's move this over here, and we need to do our vines. So I do have the, hi Barb, good to see you, girlfriend. Okay, so this little guy I've got this stamped a couple different times here. So we've got this one. See how I did it? It's like, I gotta see it. Okay, this is how I did it, because you want to have flowers up here and over there. So I stamped this like that, and then I stamped one off to the side going, let's see how I did it, like that. And then I did one upside down, like over here. So I stamped this 3 times to get the greenery background like that. So let's do the first one. And we want to get those 2 yellow flowers up at the top here without going over. The stem part of it is going to get covered up by the strawberry, so don't worry about that. So we got Granny Apple Green here. Whoa, that looks really dark. So it is Granny Apple Green though. Yep, okay. We're going with it. Then we have the one down here, and we want to see if we can get a yellow flower hanging out on the side over here. So I'm going to stamp this like that. So I'm getting this flower over there. The edge of my stem is off. And now I'm going to bring a stem, or a leaf up here just to fill in some space up there. Okay, so we got it full of greenery. I think that's it for that one. But as long as you have the green ink open, you've got some Granny Apple that you can stamp with. We're gonna, oh man, how are we gonna do that? We're gonna do it at a diagonal. Okay, that's clean, right? Oh no, it's not clean. Okay. I wonder if that's why that was dark. I wonder, did you guys remember if I cleaned that stamp, if it had garden green on it yet? Huh, I thought I could have sworn that maybe I didn't. Oh, I wonder if I didn't clean those. That Granny Apple looked a little darker than what I thought it should have. So it's very possible that it had some residual garden green hanging out on it. And that's why it got a little darker. So I'm going to clean these because I should have done that after the last card. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. And we're going to stamp. Remember, the stem goes inside, and we're going to stamp these at a diagonal to make sure I can fit them on. Okay, and then that one. Oh, perfect. Okay, so we're getting our hulls here. And then, oh, I should have done that the other way. So now I have nothing to hang on to. So I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to re-stamp it so that I have something to hold on to. You guys, it's all about how you making it easier so that you have something to hold on to with this paper. So let's go like that. Okay, all right, let's see if we get our comments back here. Sandy, you're a little behind. That's okay. There's no race. You can always come back and finish up later. So we got our little hulls there. So that's it for the granny. Let's do our Melon Mambo next. So our Melon Mambo is on the bottom there. It says hello there. Hi, Luann Johnson. So we're going to do hello there. Hello there. And then we're also going to stamp our little pink strawberries. So how I might do this so that I know exactly where I need to stamp is I'm going to kind of line this up where it's going to go like that. And then I'm going to hold my circle there so I know where it's going to go. And then I'm going to stamp my sentiment. So I don't have to guess where to put it on the white paper. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So then this is going to go right about here. I love it. Okay. So hello there is there. And then we have our strawberries that we need to punch. Well, stamp and punch. You guys, you have your pink little strawberries. You could go for it. But I remember the punch shows the strawberry upside down. So I'm going to stamp my strawberry upside down, and I'm doing the outline first. I'm doing one there, and I'm doing one on the other side so that I'm not oh, and that's it. It's just the outline. Okay, cool. No insides. All right, so that's it for the Melon Mambo. And all right, Feline, have fun at the T-ball game. We'll see you later. Okay, so this one goes here. So you know why I stamped that strawberry way over there, because I didn't want this hull to get punched out. So now I'm going to flip this over to this side so I have something to hold on to. And my punch is hard like that. Ooh. Okay, it got a workout. So there was 36 kits, and you guys saw how many strawberries we've had so far and hulls and stuff. Oh my gosh, well, so much stuff got punched out. It got a workout. All right, flowers though. So we've got our 2 strawberries, we've got our hulls, we need some so saffron, and we need the little flower outline. So that's not it. Huh? See if it's that one. And it's clean. Woohoo! Okay, so we're gonna stamp 1. I'm gonna flip it this way. Let's see here. We're gonna do 2 and 3. So I was looking at the punch to get an idea. So I'm gonna go from the left-hand side here. So there we've got 1, 2, 3. Okay. So again, you should have 3 white ones. Oh, we only need, oh yeah, we need 3. You should have 3 like this, but then I also gave you a little strip of paper in case you need that. So stamp you off. We can shut you up and move this out of the way because I think we just have a little assembly left. And now, I think you guys caught that. I don't know why I don't have my pink scallop layer. Usually I have all my bits and parts ready to go. So we're gonna pretend it's there, but I'm not gonna actually put it down. We're gonna walk through what I'm doing though. We're gonna finish off as much as we can. So let's see where our 2 flowers go up at the top there. So what we can do is go ahead and glue our 2 flowers down. I'm gonna glue the flowers flat in this time because the strawberries are gonna be popped up. So I've got 3 little dots of liquid glue and I'm gonna just set those flowers on top of those little glue dots like that. And then 1 here like that. Now for the strawberries, I did the bottoms flat and I put dimensionals. Oh my gosh, I'm down to the outer edge here. I put the top popped up and the bottoms flat. So take those. And we're gonna put some liquid glue on the bottoms of those. All right, and one's gonna hang out up here. And then one's gonna hang out kind of off center of it, like right there. And then you can hold that down and use a little bit of liquid glue at the top there. And that's where our granny apple hulls are gonna go. 1 here and 1 there. Okay, so we've got this guy. Ooh, let's get him on top right there. Okay, so now because I don't have my pink piece, you at any moment here, oh, Patty, you're fine. You can ask all the questions you want. So you guys, don't ever feel bad asking me questions and don't ever have to apologize for asking questions. I'm here to help you. So the one thing that I do have to comment is that I don't always catch all the comments, especially after I'm done being live. I don't always go back and look at every comment specifically and watch my video again. I don't. I try to, like, I do to get the names, but I don't look at all the notes. So the number one thing that you should remember is if you need to get a hold of me and ask me questions, email me, text me. The Facebook message is fine, but honestly, I see I do better with emails and texts. I get the Facebook messages through my business page and through privately, but I'm not as always as fast in responding. So Patty, don't ever feel bad about that. So right now we can't even order the strawberry bundle. It's not even turned on for us to order it. But what would happen is once the strawberry bundle is available, which is later this month, an order can be placed, and it usually takes, for everybody that's listening, it usually takes about 7 days for you to receive product. It ships from Utah. And so the $32.25 or $32.50 is always, the product price is always before shipping and tax. So shipping is 10% and tax is whatever your local tax is. So for me, it would be $3.20 or 25 cents for shipping, and then I get I get charged 5.5% for tax. So it's whatever your local taxes are. So, all right, Latokia, we'll see you later, girl. All right, so Patty, hopefully that answers all of your questions. So if you're looking to get the strawberry bundle and you like and follow my business Facebook page, the day that becomes available, or I should say as soon as I see that it's available and I have a moment to post it, I will be posting it on my Facebook page and I will probably be emailing my group. Now, depends on where I'm at with being in Hawaii. If it happens while I'm gone, I'll do it as fast as I can see it. but we'll see how that goes. So, but yes, it's like the product price is always plus 10% shipping and then plus tax. Okay. So you guys could have glued this white piece onto your scalloped melon mambo piece. And then the trick for this is, here, let's glue this because we can do this on here. Oh, I'm so happy that you liked the cards tonight, Linda. Yes, I'm going to show you guys our cards for next month, which are the pansy cards. Woohoo! You guys are going to love the pansies. Okay, so I know, Kara, so many people are waiting for this strawberry set to become available, but I designed these cards. I did have 3 people that ordered the bundle through me, and I couldn't get the bundle, so I ordered the stamp set. And so people that did this class with me that got the bundle, I sent the stamps, and so you should be able to stamp everything the way that I designed these cards. I provided all the punched pieces, so that got glued in. Now the trick for doing this right here, what I like to do, so we're gonna grab our glue scissors and cut off a couple more of these. So because this is a card, you don't want to be putting adhesive right here, right? Because that will be a trick card. Nobody will be able to open it. So what I do is I put my dimensionals as close to the edge over here, and I'll put 1 there. So I have 3 of them. So now I don't have to kind of guess where it goes back here. So Barb, you need to sign up for the pansy class. It's this class is a fee-based class. And it's $30 to have it mailed, or it's $25 for porch pickup. So if you're looking for kits for it, you gotta let me know so we can hook up that. So what I do is now pretend that the scallop pink is on here. You'd pick these off, and now you can put this down on here where it needs to go, and you don't have to guess where you put the dimensionals on the back of this. Now, you guys, I'm not gonna put mine on because I'm gonna go upstairs and cut myself a little pink piece of Melon Mambo scallop circle. But we have a bow that we need to do on here, and we have some diamonds, and we could do that. Okay, so what I did here is a triple bow to really fill it in, and we're gonna do 3 times around like this, and we're gonna make it a little bit bigger than going to the way top. Okay, so pull this down and through, and make yourself a bow, and then trim it your tails. You guys got 4 bows with me tonight. Okay, so let's sneak him back over here so he's out of the way. You guys have a whole bunch of linen thread left. You guys, I use the linen thread a lot, so it really adds to cards. So this one we're gonna put on the bottom here with a little glue dot. So I'm gonna do it just because you guys can see how it goes. Grab yourself a little glue dot, and it's gonna go right around here. So stick that little bow right in there. All right, so that'll be ready for me to put onto my Melon Mambo. And then we have some diamonds, Are Forever and A Girl's Best Friend. Let's grab them. We went through some diamonds tonight. Okay, grab your pokey tool. And I have 3 small ones in the middles of our flowers right here. You guys stay tuned. I have an announcement to make who won the set of chicken cards, and we also have a set of catalog launch party cards that for people who are in my VIP group, when they share the videos for specific posts, I was giving away some sets of cards. So I'm going to announce who those winners are. We're going to put one guy over there and one over there. Okay, so pretty much you could complete your card and this is what it should look like, except for you have your pink scallop around it. So if your tails are a little long, you can trim those a little bit. Hi, Stacy Burns. Okay, just like that. All right, so we did it. We made it through. We got all 4 of the cards made. I'm gonna pull this one in for the sample, and then I'll show you guys. I like to do not an action shot, but a final shot here with all of them. All right, my phone is about to die. You guys, I'm down to 5%. Was I naughty and not charging my phone today? So we're just gonna do that so I can see your comments come through yet. Maybe that's not gonna work. We're gonna have to set that up like that. I gotta be able to see what you guys are saying. Oh, where'd they go? There they are. Okay, So, no, Stacy, we're on the last card because I started at 5 o'clock tonight. This girl's got to get her suitcase packed. We'll leave at 4 a.m. tomorrow. 4:30. I got to be up at 4. We're leaving here at 4:30. We're picking my mom up at 5. We got to be to Appleton Airport by 5:45. Yes, nothing like doing a card class on the night before you leave for a huge trip. So, all right. Yes, Brenda, you can definitely catch them later. Thank you for your well wishes. I appreciate that. Oh, yes, I will give my mom a hug for all that she does. So, Linda, here are the cards that we got. Yes, I'm glad that you love all of them. And Stacy, yes, this was the end. We got them all done here. So, you guys stay tuned. I'm going to tell you who the winners of some classes. Yes, the replay it is. So, all right. So, these are the 4 cards. I'm going to announce who the winners for these 4 cards are on June 2nd when we do the catalog launch party. I promise I'll have that one put together by then. Kelly's going to give away these cards next week, Thursday, when she does. What is she going to do, guys? She's going to do Mystery Night. Okay, so Kelly's in charge of Mystery Night next week, and then she's going to be doing Paper Pumpkin Party or Paper Pumpkin class the following Thursday, and then I'll be back for the Swap Card Showcase. So, hi, Lori. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed the cards tonight. Oh, I had so much fun with these strawberry cards. Oh my gosh, so much fun. Okay, so if you're part of my VIP group, which means that you've either purchased product from me, and I will tell you when you do an ink, paper, scissors, or a game night with me, those fees include product. So I count those. Now, if you pay for a class with cash or check or however you pay for it, and it's not through an order, then I don't include you in my VIP club. It's basically you have to have purchased products from me, Stampin' Up! Products. And also if you're on my team, the Be Happy Stampers, you can become one of the VIPs. And what I do when I do videos showcasing my cards is I put a post in my VIP group and I say, hey, if you like and comment and share this post, then I put you in for a drawing. And I did that for the chicken cards because we have the chicken class coming up for in-person with breakfast. And then we also have game night on June 17th. So I did a drawing, and the winner of that drawing is going to win a set of the cards so that they get a kit in the mail with those 4 cards for the chicken class. And they'll be sent out the Friday before the class. And the winner chicken dinner of those cards is Linda Hodge. Woohoo! So Linda, I'm not sure if if you were planning to do that class or not, but your name was drawn for those set of cards. So you'll get those cards, kits in the mail for you back. They'll be in June. Okay, so I also did a video showcasing, what did I do? Showcasing, the In Color launch party. So like the catalog launch party, which is the first full class on a Thursday night where you can pay for kits to get them. I think it's June 10th. And I did a video showcasing those. What did I do? I did a video showcasing all my cards for the month of June. I had most of the fun folds done except for one, that green card. And so, yep, I got you down for that, Linda, now. So for the catalog launch party, all the June cards. So what it was is you get a set of the 4 Fun Folds cards. And the winner I have here that was drawn was Luann Johnson. You are the lucky winner of the 4 card kits for that class on June 10th. So those will be mailed out on the Friday or the Saturday before class. So congratulations to both of you lovely ladies. I know you're going to enjoy putting those cards together when we do the class. And so I'll make sure to include you in the PDF tutorial when I send it out. I will be taking my notes with me. My goal is that by the time I come back from the trip, I'm going to have all my instructions written for all my June classes. Yes, I'm going to be working a little bit on this trip. As much as I'm not going to be working, I'm going to do a little bit just so that when I come back, I don't feel like I've got a million things to do, right? So yay! Okay, I did sell off my last DSP sampler today to Jennifer. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I knew I was going to find a happy home for it. So I don't have any more DSP samplers left, so don't ask me for one, please. I don't plan to make any more of those at the moment. The next DSP sampler that will be available for sale is going to be the holiday catalog, which I will publish that sometime when we get closer in July. So, paper shares, product shares, if you guys want to sign up for any of those, go to my calendar of events and go to May 3rd and you can either go in through the mailed one or the porch pickup one. And when I come back, whatever I have left, have more people signed up for paper shares or ribbon shares or embellishment shares, I'll work on those in June. So, all right. Work a very little bit and enjoy every minute. Yes, I will do that, Deb. Absolutely. I have to do that. And then my neighbor is getting my mail for me, and this is what her instructions were, guys. She messaged me a little bit ago, and she wrote, you have a big job to do. Have fun, drink heavily. Those are my steps for vacation. Drinks always taste better when you're on vacation, really. So that was my neighbor, Bonnie. She has the key to my house, and I have 1,400 swap cards coming in the mail to me while I'm gone. Yes, I don't know. My mom says, why do you do this to yourself? I hosted a swap with fellow demonstrators across the United States, and I made 130 of them over the last month, and I have 1,400 coming in. And so a total of 1,503, I think, is the number for the swap cards. So you guys, I'm thinking about the swap card showcase. We might not get it all done in one night. It might be 2 or 3 nights, but yeah, we're going to be looking at a lot of beautiful cards in the mail that are coming. And so she told me she's coming every day to get my mail for me, and she's bringing them in. I thought that would be easier than putting a hold on my mail and having the post office keep track of all that stuff. I think stuff will get lost. So thank goodness for my neighbor, Bonnie. She's amazing. So deep breath. So now I've been putting off my taxes and packing just a little bit while I jibber jab. So you guys, that's my taxes. I've got them pulled up over there. I just have to look through them one more time and hit the submit button, and then I'm going to go finish packing the suitcase. So, all right, guys, lots of sunshine and love and hugs to me. You will see me on the next 3 Tuesdays, but I will not be live. They will be taped. I did that over the last couple days when I found some moments to sneak in. I did the Tip Tuesdays. And Kelly will still be doing the Technique Thursdays for you, so you're not going to really skip a beat with me with that stuff, and you're not going to skip a beat with Kelly in the next couple Thursdays. So we got you lined up. You're in good hands. I will be posting pictures every day if I can on my Cards by Christine business page. I think that's where I'm going to put them. So you guys are going to get to be on this trip with me. That is my plan. A lot of you helped me earn this trip. So this trip is a culmination of 2 years. It was from October 1st of 2018 to September 30th of the 19, and then from October of 19 to September of last year. So those were the earning periods for this trip. And so a lot of you really helped me get onto and I shouldn't say the boat because it's not a cruise. You helped me get to this resort. So I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I love to do this. I love to help you guys be creative and inspire you to be crafty and make things and share them with others and just bring smiles and happiness to the people around you. That's what this is all about. So, and it's having camaraderie and community with each other. And you guys, this trip is like a secondary outcome of it, that it gives me pleasure to help you guys, but then now I get to go on a trip because of it. Thank you. I appreciate that. I wish I could pack all of you guys in the bag with me, but I can't. And what I can do though is take pictures of the trip along the way and share that with you. And I will do that as much as I can so that you can enjoy this trip with me. So it'll be kind of like you got packed in the suitcase. So, all right, guys, I gotta leave. I'm down to the final, 6 hours, 7, 10 hours, I don't know. But lots of love and sunshine and hugs to you guys. We'll see you later. Bye.